Hey guys, Zerkaa here and welcome back to my Millwall Career Mode series, and today we have a great episode. We have the last game of the season and we have the playoffs all in one episode. You're going to find out everything that's going to happen in this episode. Please don't skip ahead and try and find out what's going to happen. Let's just roll with it together. So first off, we're just doing the boring bits. We're looking at the youth squad, seeing how the players are developing, seeing if any of them are getting quite good. And we're also going to go into our last game of the season here against Charlton. Now this game will put us in good stead for the playoffs. So it's a game that you definitely want to win, because obviously it's a game that we want to finish our last game on a winning run, so we know that we can go into playoffs confident that we actually could be winning the playoffs in itself. Charlton are a rival team. It's not a team you want to be losing to either. And we needed to lead there in the 32nd minute there. Romero hitting the post, but unluckily it bounced out and didn't actually fall to our player for the rebound. Going to the second half here, and it was really late in the second half, and Fuller managed to pick up a goal for Charlton to make it 1-0 in the 87th minute. It was heartbreaking, and that game actually finished 1-0. We did actually. I definitely deserved to win that game. We couldn't seem to find a way through, and that wasn't the biggest confidence boost for the players, especially considering we don't know who we're going to get up against now. This is where we find out. You'll see the teams that are going to be in there. We'll find out as well, because I don't actually know, because obviously it could all have changed on the last game of the season. You saw I just got my prize money. You see now it's Leeds, Wolves, Leicester, and us in the playoffs. We were playing against Leicester because Leicester came 6th, we came 3rd. We've played Leicester several times. I think we beat them both times this season when we played them. And Wolves and Leeds will be a good game to see who comes out of that on top. You'd hope that Leeds would get through so we could beat Leeds, but our games against Leeds have been a bit scrappy. I think the game we played against, I can't remember the results early in the season. So I think it doesn't really matter who we come up against. We just got to try and beat them. Here's the final league table. As you can see, Swansea literally destroying the league this season, getting 107 points. Norwich getting 99 and us getting 90. We was close to getting. I mean, any other season, 90 points would have got us the automatic promotion, but Norwich and Swansea completely killed it. We're going to look at the relegations now. I see MK Dons, Coventry, and Preston all got relegated. I believe they're actually the 3 teams that got promoted the previous season, so it's a bit boring, really. Vidal got the top goal scorer with 27 goals. Now we go into our first game of the playoffs. The first leg is the away leg we got first. Obviously, the playoffs are done in 2 legs. You have the home leg and the away leg. We have the away leg first. So you want to try and get a good result in this game to try and push us up. So it will not push us up, but so if we get a good result away, we can get a better result at home. And Leicester were piled under pressure in the first couple of minutes. See that they've had 2 chances already, and it's only 12 minutes in. We're into 20th minute now, and Piazon here runs down the line. Managed to knock over 2 players somehow. Passes it over to Wallison here. Wallison then passes to Edwards on the edge of the area, and Edwards slots that in the bottom left-hand corner. And Edwards, just it's been so good for us, and it looks like he's coming to save us. And for a free agent, he's been crazy. We're into the 31st minute here. Romero gets through. Does a scoop turn. Probably should have just shot. I think I was just trying to get too close to the goal to make sure I scored, to get that second goal. And he got tackled there. We're into the 40th minute now. And Vidal does a nice McGeady spin there. Passes it to Edwards. Edwards lays that in. He tries to go for the corner, and he didn't. He hit it straight in the middle. But lucky the power behind the shot got under Kasper Schmeichel, and he saved that. He went under him, and there you go. That went in his back of the net to make it 2-0. Now at this point I was feeling very confident, but I wanted to get that 3rd goal. I think that 3rd goal is the safety zone, because I think in FIFA when you're 2-0 up you can still lose that instantly, because all it takes is them to score 1 goal and then they've kind of got the momentum, and then they can come straight back at you. Romero does a nice little flick up past that defender there, then breaks through the 2 defenders using his pace and his strength, puts a cross in, and it almost turns into a goal, because I think where he's off balance he crossed it and it went off the pitch, but it almost tucked into the back post there, which would have been crazy to go, but it scored. It would have gone in. You see here, Leicester creating more. They piled under pressure on us in the last 20 minutes. Actually, created a lot of chances. They got through there and had a shot, had a cross there, and luckily Cragno got his hands up to that, and that was full time. We won that first leg 2-0, which was in a great position for the second leg, obviously, because we'll be playing that at home. And I was feeling pretty confident. I knew that I could. Basically, I could have just sat there and held on to results, to be honest, because obviously it's against a computer. I probably could have just played some trampy football and made sure that I won, but I didn't. I tried to go out and try and get a 3rd goal in order to basically put me in, through, and done and sorted. And Leicester again piled on the pressure on me, and it was going to be a tough game again. I nearly picked up a goal there, Wallison, but I think he got fouled there. 37th minute, and Leicester have the ball here, put a cross in. and Waghorn gets his head up there to make it 1-0 to Leicester, and that brings it to the aggregate to 2-1. They just need to get one goal against me now, and they're straight back in this leg. And Wallison breaks through here on the 55th minute down the left-hand side, puts a cross into Vidal, who gets his head up and tucks it away and does his good bit of business before he goes back from his loan to make that 1-1, and that makes it 3-1, I believe, on aggregate. And it was a very close game, this game. I mean, I don't think I've ever played against a computer sweatier than this game. I mean, I was just trying so hard defensively. I was making sure I didn't make any mistakes, because I knew if I made one mistake and let him in, then that would have been it. Wallison should have tucked that away. If he had tucked that away, that would have been game over, and that would have been us through to the final of the playoffs. Moving to 86th minute there, and they nearly picked up a goal. And if they had picked up a goal there, that would have been squeaky bum time. But luckily, we managed to see that out to full time, and that puts us through to the final. As you see there, the Leeds first leg was 1-1, and the Wolves beat them 5-1 in the second leg, which is dirt. And we have Wolves in the final here. Now, I wasn't feeling confident, purely because they beat Leeds 5-1, and that's a crazy result to get. And I knew they'd be full of confidence going into this game. But they seemed pretty, like, at the first 10 minutes, they seemed nervous, because we got through a lot. Like you see here, I had a chance there with Wallison, another chance here, and all that little mistakes there in defence, and I nearly broke through and scored there. Probably should have scored as well, position I was in. Then moving to the 8th minute here, Edwards has the ball and then passes it to Piazon on the edge of the area. Piazon turns and passes it to Edwards, and Edwards, awful finish there. Like, that almost went out for a throw-in, and if he had tucked that away, that could have been great. Put us straight in the head, straight ahead at the beginning of the game. Watson again had another shot there, and look at all them chances we've had in the first 11 minutes of the game. We're into the 15th minute now, and Wolves putting a cross and get the head up there, but Craig managed to pull off a great save, and luckily it falls to our defender, and he managed to clear that just in time. Vidal then picks up the ball here, has a shot from the edge of the area, and that is saved and bounce it to no one again. It's the 30th minute now, and Edwards picks up the ball, has a nice, that's a stop and turn, has a shot, and that actually goes in off the post. And Edwards looking like he's the actual hero of the playoffs so far. He's picked up 2 goals in the first leg of the Leicester game, and then picked up a goal here again in the final of the playoffs. That put us 1-0 ahead, and from this point, it was pretty much just hold on to the game and then counter-attack whenever I got the chance. But I had a shot there, definitely should have tucked that away, but I went miles wide. I thought he should have taken a touch and then score, and then shot, but I didn't. I shot first time, and that was punished for doing so. Also had a shot there again from the edge of the area, and that was saved. And the Wolves goalkeeper was very busy in this game, to be fair. I mean, Wolves had a lot of pressure on me, but they didn't really get any shots off. I was defending really well, and I was just counter-attacking. And we're into the second half now. I had a free kick save there, as you just saw. And Vidal's a nice turn there, gets past the defender luckily, and slots that into the bottom corner to make it 2-0. And that's 77 minutes, and that was pretty much game over, because I knew that I could hold on to a 2-0 with 10 minutes to go. That could have been famous last words there, though. But I managed to hold on. See here, we're getting to 90th minute, and full time is approaching. And I believe the final whistle is blown now. And I've put some nice Millwall music, our intro song, here for the celebrations. And you see all the players out here celebrating, and I let out a nice sigh of relief when I actually won this game, because I was actually quite nervous going into these playoffs, because obviously, as I've said in previous episodes, I didn't want to mess up in the playoffs and lose, because I'd have to do another season in the Championship, and I just don't think that would have been as entertaining as it could be if we had gone to the Premiership. I think going to the Premiership is good for this series, because it's a nice welcomed change, and it's going to be a good challenge for us now, because now I'm going to go into a league that we're probably going to be completely out of our depth, both money-wise and player-wise, and we have to do a lot of changes. It's going to be I'm quite excited to see all the different changes we can make, see how much money we may possibly get for getting promoted in itself, see if the board give us any money. And also interesting to see if we've got to sign Vidal, see what players will leave in the summer, obviously, for us to try and find the money to sign Vidal if we can. And it just seems this is quite an exciting time for both the series and everything. So, and it's quite revitalised. It's quite refreshing, I guess, for career mode. So I can go in and play against different teams, not the same team every week, not be going, oh, we're playing against so-and-so again. Now it'd be like, we're going to play Manchester United, we're going to play Arsenal, we're going to play Chelsea, we're going to play Man City. So many different teams we play in, so it's quite good. And I'm pretty excited to bring you all these new episodes of the new Premiership stuff, and all the different players will be signing, just all the different stuff that's going to be happening opposed to the normal Championship stuff. Let's have a quick look at how much money we actually got for finishing where we did in the Championship. We got a measly 80 grand, so I don't think that's going to help us that much in signing Romeo Vidal or any other players we need to sign to bolster our squad. but I guess it's due 80 grand. We'll have to see what kind of money, what kind of funds you can get off of the ball to try and sign some players. But you'll find out all of that in the next episode, and see what happens in the summer or in the next episode. It'll come out later today. So if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like. If you want to check out my Ultimate Team series, there is a link on the screen. And if you have any feedback to give, then please leave a comment and I'll have a look. And I shall see you guys soon. Goodbye.